Flosstube. Welcome to Tea and Treasures. This is Nancy, and this is episode number 24. It's been about 2 months since I've been back, and I wanted to come in today to let you know what I was doing, where I was at, and see what I might be doing in the future. So I have a couple of FFOs. I have a finished project, and then I want to show you what I'm working on now. And I have a good amount of stash. So let's get started. The first one I want to show you is one that I'm really, really proud of. And it is, oh, I didn't put the name on here, but it is my ABC Ronde by Histoires de Lin. And you can see it's a big piece. It is not in here perfect by any means. It should be round, but all I could find was an oval that was big enough for it. So that's what it got. I still love all of the colors on it. The green and the pink and the tan, they're all so pretty. I finished this up last year, and it's taken me a while to find something to put it in. So I wanted to share this with you so you could see what I found and what I'm living with right now. I'm trying to think of another way that I could mount this because, as I said, it is round, not oval. And the only thing I can come up with is a huge, oh shoot, I've lost my word, frame that we stitch on, a round one, that I could put that on. It is padded a little bit. And then if I don't like it just like that, maybe I would put it in a big square after that with a dark mat behind it so it would help pop these colors out. So if you can think of a different way for me to do it, let me know. I did go out and visit Kathy at Cece and Company, and she said they just don't have round frames like that anymore. If they do, they're smaller, and obviously that won't work for me. So a hoop. That's what I was trying to think of. I heard whoever was yelling it there in the background. But if I can think of a different way to do it, I might do it that way. If you have suggestions, like I said, please let me know in the comments here. I'd really appreciate it. I haven't found anything that I really like. And I like that filigree frame with this because I think they both look so lacy together. And that makes it really nice. But, okay. That was ABC Ronde by Histoires de Lin. I know I've murdered all of that, but that'll get you if you're looking for it. That'll get you in the ballpark. The next one I had fully finished is Poinsettia House. And I believe this is by Little House Needleworks. I finished this several years ago, and it's just been laying in my stack. And when I went to see Kathy, she had a really good deal on framing, and she had some frames already built. And I was like, well, let me look and see if there's one that'll fit this. And I think that pinkish red has just matched that house. Drawn out the colors and the flowers. I just really like it. And look at those little birds up there on top. Aren't they cute? So I don't have a date on here of when I finished this, but I'm thinking at least 2 years, if not, well, I didn't stitch for a while, so probably 2017 to 2019, someplace through there. So Anyway, it really doesn't matter, but that's how long the poor thing's been laying in my stash. So, again, here, this is Poinsettia House by Little House Needleworks. I love the border. It's just very simple and delicate. And that big brick house kind of reminds me of my granny's, except she had a big full front porch here that we used to swing on. So there's my second finish. And then after the last video, which I published on the 5th of February, I told you I was working on a pattern by Madame Chantilly. It's called My Love. And I think I only had maybe the E. No, I'd started in the middle. So I had the V in and hadn't really done anything else. So I have finished it. And now here, I'll pull it back a little bit so you can see. I thought it turned out real cute. And then here it is closer. The flowers just pop on there. There's the O, the V, and the E with that little heart hanging. I think that's cute. So this was really an easy stitch and, you know, could be finished really quickly. I just don't stitch that fast anymore. And I did this on, excuse me, 28 count Cashel linen by Silk Weaver, and the name of it is Fantasy. So there's that label. I really like this. I'm going to have just a couple of small pieces left at the top and bottom, maybe enough to do a small pillow or something on. But again, all done. Happy to have it done. Then let's do what I'm working on now. I've been working on this for a couple of months. I think I showed it to you the last time we were together. Let me get to the picture here so you can see. Because this one's a instant download. This is the Goldbirds sampler by Twin Peak Primitives. Somehow I thought it was by the Owl. I can't think of the name of that one now. But anyway, Twin Peak Samplers, Goldbird sampler. And you can see it's got two big birds at the top and then 4 down towards the bottom here. Pardon me. Because I haven't coughed all day. Now I'm going to cough. I have all of the DMC colors for it. And this one, pardon me. Oh, I have a cough drop. Let me get that real quick. I started working this. I was so excited. I thought, oh, Goldbirds, that's going to be so pretty if I put it on a piece of gold. And I don't see the one I was using. Dang it. I'm sorry. I had a bout of pneumonia for 3 weeks, so I'm still kind of clearing through that. But when I did the gold, the birds just blended right in, and there was no way to pull them out. I couldn't save them. So I frogged all of that. I was so disappointed because I had planned for months and, since I got the pattern. It's been a long time that I've done this, waiting to do this. And I debated for quite a while what was I going to use, because I really didn't want to just use, well, I don't have a white. And I thought, well, I could do a neutral, like a neutral background like this. But when I got to looking at the ones that I liked with the flosses, they weren't big enough. So I had to think outside the box again. And I tried a blue, I tried another color, I tried a yellow, a bright yellow. No, none of that worked. And then I found a piece of linen that had been dyed for me by a subscriber. It was when Laura and I were doing our Flosstube together. And they sent it to me, and I thought, well, this is really strange, but I think it's going to work. This is what it is that I'm stitching on. They named it Sweet Nancy, 28 count Zweigart Cashel linen, and it's hand dyed by Doug. And I was so excited because I'd been looking for something to put on this, since they sent it to me. And he and his wife were such good fans, and we enjoyed them so much. I have since found that she died during pandemic. I don't know if it was related to that or not, but I am so happy that I have found something that I can use their beautiful fabric on. And here is what I'm doing. This time, I started at the bottom. So that's the width of it. And then I just keep working up and over a little bit on each page. So there's the little bird. I want you to be able to see that. Isn't he cute? A little fat thing. And those flowers. Now there is another color of blue to go wherever there's the blue, because I needed number 930 and 931. So when I was out at Kathy's at CC and Company, I thought, oh, I'll pick up that other one. And I went over and grabbed the one I thought it was, and got home, and I looked in my flosses here, and the blue I have is number 930. Yeah, 930. What did I pick up? 930. So I needed 931. So I'll have to, next time I go out, look for it if I get to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or somebody that still carries DMC, and see if I can get that, so I can get that extra, those last little bits in. But I think I've made pretty good progress on it. This is about a month for me, I think, because I told you I was sick. So I was sick for almost 3 weeks. And that has not been fun. So see, I've gotten both of these borders in, and then I started here and I got the bird, and I've come across now and I'm doing this. So I'll get that done, I'll put these in and this other flower, and then I'll go up and grab these flowers and that bird and the other little bird. And then it should be smooth sailing up to here. And then work on this with 2 houses. What all is up there? Oh, there's an initial up there. Initials on either end. So mine will be, of course, NN. And whatever year I finally finish it in. And then the two pretty birds up here. So I can't wait to get that far. I know it's going to be a while coming, but it'll be good. It'll be fun. So, again, that was Gold Birds by Twin Peaks. All right. So this is going quick. So now I want to show you all of the things that I've gotten over the last couple months. I keep trying not to buy anything, and you know, I just keep getting more and more. So I got one. I wanted to show you how I got it. In this little envelope here. I think that's so cute. Let me, here I'm having to read things closer. Let me get on some glasses that I can actually read with. It says, your order made my day. I hope this package makes yours. Okay. And in this, it came with the Erica Michaels Birdsong Berries. I bought that. And I got a little charm with it, too. I have two Erica Michaels, though. Did I get them from different people? I may have. But I got Birdsong Berries. I think those, you know I love birds. So I think these are going to be really fun to do. I've never done a berry. So that'll be fun to try my hand at those and get those done. And while I was looking at them, I decided I wanted the English sampler berries too, which I think are just gorgeous. So pretty. It's by Hollis. I bought them from Hollis Hands Create. And really, I don't think they will take long to do, but you know, they will be somewhere down the list. And then, let's see, where's my little... There is the little charm that I got with it. And again, I don't know which one it goes on, because I don't see it right off, or if she just gifted me with that. Because she also sent me this. And this first one was from Bestie Barn Creations. It's an Etsy shop. So here is her information. Got it really quick. Like I said, I loved how it was packaged. And she sent me the little charm, that little postcard, if you will. And then she also sent me a free, a freebie from the Scarlet House. This is Love. And see, it says Love in here, Love. So I thought that was cute. That was nice. I think both of those are going to be so fun to get going. And then I got Love Always from the House of Stitch and Stash. I really like that one. You know, this was February, so I was still looking at Valentine's Day things. Got a little heart wreath there. I like the chinoiserie vase and the flowers. That's just going to be a real pretty, real fun one. Then I went out to Hands-On Designs. And, you know, I had the two pieces that I had stitched and fully finished for my sister-in-law, Sue Ellen, that I had gotten from Hands-On. So this year's piece was Wear Love. And it says, wear love everywhere you go. And it's just a little piece, real easy. And it's got 6 colors on it. So that's going to be another fun one to work on and finish up. Then I did a download from the Drawn Thread. And I got another Love scissor tag, which I think, wow, it's going to be so simple. It's got little hearts all over it. There's always a lot more to these than you think they are when you start working on them. But there's that. Isn't it pretty? I think I may change the colors just a tad, depending on what my fabric is. Because I'll want the colors to show up more. I think they're pretty subdued here. Could just be the photo. And once I get the flosses pulled, which there are a lot of them. Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. Needlepoint silk is what they have. I will probably go out and see if I can find a conversion to DMC or something that I have. But it also came with the letters, the alphabet for the back of the scissor fob, so you can put your initials on there. So that'll be fun with really good directions on how to finish it off. That's the one thing I like about Drawn Thread. They give you all of the information you need. You don't have to guess about what you're doing and how to do it. Another one I got was Waiting for Spring. And that's I think that's a really pretty one. It shouldn't be too difficult to do. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And it calls for pearl gray Belfast linen. Our models are stitched using dinky dyes and needle points. Let me finish up. My model's framed in. Okay. If I had stitched more, I probably could tell you exactly who that Belfast linen is from. I do have a gray up here. I also have a gray check that I might be able to use. And then this is one that I've looked at for a long, long time. And I finally decided I'm just going to go ahead and get it because I think it is so pretty. It is Apple Blossom Sampler. It's 40 by 191 stitches. It's done on 32 count tumbleweed. So that one I will have a good time doing that. I love the swirl of the branch up through there with the robin on it. I think that's really pretty. Then the last one I have is one that I saw on Flosstube, enabled me, and I decided I needed to go get it. And it's the Blooming Swan by Pigeon Coop. I'm going to start this one before too long. I think that is so sweet. I love how some of the, these are stitched in, and then some of these are opposite, so that the design is your fabric behind and just flows up into her wing there. And I love how the water goes. I like the whole thing. She's so serene, so happy looking. And it's not very big. Let's see. On 28 count, which is what I have, it will be 6 inches by 5.7. So almost a square of 6 by 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flosses. And they say they put it on gray blue Ada, which I won't use Ada, but I will have, some sort of linen. I think that's mainly what I have now is linen. But I like the download on this because not only is it in black and white, it's also in color, so you can easily follow where your colors are supposed to fall. So, that is everything I have up to date. As I said when I started, today is May 1st, and I know Mania is starting for a lot of people. I've never done Mania. And as a monogamous stitcher, pretty much a monogamous stitcher, I don't know that I don't know that it would benefit me. Now, if I would get a wild hair and decide to go in and, pull out some of my old whips and maybe rotate through those throughout the month, that would be helpful. Then I could make some progress on some of those. But when you're stitching on one piece the entire time, it really doesn't matter. So I may not do anything for Mania and just wait for the next event that comes along and see if I can join it. But in the meantime, if you're doing Mania, please let me know in the comments. I'm so happy to see you all. So glad you stopped in for a little bit. And today is Friday, so you have a great weekend. Be safe, have fun, and I hope you get lots of stitching in. Brightest blessings.